Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the best option.
Good to see you too.
Take a seat.
Thanks.
No, you don't sit opposite. Reason is, you can't touch her up. No, but seriously, it makes it a bit harder. When you're sitting side by side, you get to kind of take a break, look around the room. If there's an awkward silence, it's not so awkward. And like I said before, you can touch her. Come take a seat over here.
Thank you.
Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates and it gets really awkward because you've got that eye contact the whole time, you run out of stuff to say, it feels super uncomfortable, and the worst thing, you can't touch her up, right? So it's much better to sit side by side. So how have you been the past few days? What have you been doing?
Actually quite a lot. I went to the gym as usual, and then did some work, but it's boring, right?
Yeah.
And last night I watched a movie.
Okay, what movie?
It was Seven with Brad Pitt, a nice one.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's kind of psychological, serial killer, scary.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah, I like
it is very scary. I liked it very much. I think it's very smart.
But it's a strange film for a girl. It's not like Sex and
Is
the
it?
City or like Finding Nemo or something. It's quite a tough film, right?
Yeah, it is. But I like tough films.
So you watch horror movies and things like that?
Yeah, I do. I do quite often. I think they make you think, and it's interesting.
But not. What if there's loads of blood and people dying? You can watch it, or you kind of cover your eyes and stuff.
Not like that. I wouldn't watch The Saw or something like that because it's stupid, I think. But this one is very smart. You should know if you watch it.
Yeah, it is very smart. You're always thinking about, how they can catch him and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's quite
exactly.
cool.
Exactly.
All right. What else have you got going on?
Actually, I'm moving house at the moment, and it's
Alright.
very, very difficult and annoying because there are all those boxes I have to move and all my
You have
stuff.
to pack things
Yeah,
up.
pack up and then transport it all. Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah, they say it's a stressful thing to do to move house.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That sucks, yeah? There's so much to do, isn't it, moving house?
It is. It's very, very annoying and difficult and boring. Ugh.
It's going to be good in the end, right? You're moving somewhere better or somewhere like disgusting and in the slums or something?
Luckily to a better place, so I'm looking forward to it actually.
That's nice. Yeah, when it's all done, it will be good. And you'll have a housewarming party, I guess.
I will.
If you do, I'm your man. I'll come and bring some wine and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, but not the best option here. I know you're busy now with the house and stuff, but what do you normally do in your free time? Do you do any sports?
Yeah, of course I do sports.
Why, of course.
It's my main hobby, going to the gym actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like it very much.
What do you do there?
I do a lot of different things actually. The main one is doing weights, usual stuff.
Okay.
And I also do 1 hour stretching a week.
Yeah.
It's very, very painful, but very rewarding as well.
For flexibility.
Yeah,
so you
I
want to
like
be able
it.
to do splits or
Yeah, that's
or
my
kick,
goal.
kick people in their heads and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I do Pilates sometimes. Yeah, so it's interesting as well. And what about you? Do you do sports?
Yeah, I've done lots of sports. I used to do boxing, used to play squash. I always try and do something physical, and at the moment I just do normal gym, like weights and things. But I don't get huge because I don't do protein shakes and all this stuff. So
That's good.
just go to the gym, and I'm doing things for like endurance, have good fitness and whatever.
That's good.
And what else do you do apart from physical stuff?
Apart from physical stuff, I like reading. Actually, I read every day, and it's very, very interesting for me.
Oh yeah? What are you reading now, or what's the last book you read?
I've just finished Bulgakov's Master and Margarita, but it wasn't the
Okay.
first time I've ever read it. So.
You read it again? So
Yeah, I like it very much.
one of your favorites?
Yeah, one of.
That's nice because it's classic literature, not like, Harry Potter and Da Vinci Code and the girl with the dragon tattoo and all this stuff.
So you like reading as well?
Yeah, and I like reading not just fiction, but if I read fiction, I like classics, but I like reading sometimes psychology, business, biographies, all types of different stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like psychology as well, and biographies of famous people. That's good.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. And tell me, do you do anything creative, or, I don't know, like singing, dancing, playing the violin, whatever?
Actually, I'm absolutely useless at singing.
You can't sing?
Can't do that, and don't like it.
I was going to ask you to sing for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe we'll get you lessons and you can sing for me.
That can be interesting. Maybe one day. And I can't play any musical instruments. Well, none.
Even this
I'm
xylophone
afraid.
thing or the...
Maybe.
Do you know this triangle, that one? You just...
Can do that, I think, because that's easy. And the creative thing I do is actually painting.
Thank you. Painting is really interesting, actually, but
Yeah, it is.
but tell me, like, what does it give you? How do you feel?
Oh, it gives me a lot. In the first place, it helps you to reveal something inside. And in the second place, it helps you to express your emotions, and it's really interesting.
So it's not something, because I'm not a painter, right? So it's not something where, you're sitting here, for example, and you just paint the bar and you're just trying to kind of copy it. It's something where something's coming from inside based on how you feel and who you are.
Yeah, it is. It is, because I like to create something that may not even exist in the real world. So it's basically my imagination. But sometimes I like to paint something that exists, if it's, for example, beautiful scenery or something I really like.
Very nice. So it's not, it's something that serves a purpose, like, emotionally for you as well, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. I'd love to see some of your paintings one day.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
would be lovely. I would be happy to show you something.
Marvelous. That's exactly what you want to do, because when someone has a passion, you want to dig down in it, get them speaking and telling you about their feelings, and it's definitely the way to go when someone reveals a life passion. So pay attention to that. Let's not leave this sitting here. Yeah, have a drink.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So tell me, how about traveling? Do you travel?
Oh, yes, I do.
And what do you normally do? Do cities or adventure holidays?
Actually, I like both. I like cities, and I went to many places in Europe. For example, Prague and Berlin and Rome. Rome is amazing. So I like that.
Very beautiful there, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Europe is beautiful. And I also went to some exotic places like Lebanon, for example.
Lebanon?
Yeah,
it's not dangerous there.
It was quite scary because I thought it was dangerous, but probably it wasn't at the moment. It was fun because I like to see different things and,
Different cultures and whatever. But Rome is very touristy, right?
Yeah, all these crowds,
and then Lebanon is probably not very touristy, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, very different.
So you like
can see the contrast.
different kinds of things, not always the same stuff in the same hotel and speak in, places where, because English people are different. Some like to go to, for example, Spain every year to the same place,
really?
Only speak English, they don't know any Spanish.
That's quite boring.
Yeah, and then some people like just going somewhere super exotic where there are no tourists. I'm more like the second type. I don't like tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I go somewhere and the other English people are, oh no, I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Oh, really? So you don't like English people?
When I'm traveling somewhere and you're just surrounded by, people from your country, you don't feel like you're traveling. And if everything's in English, you don't feel like you're traveling. So I like to go somewhere and only meet locals, to go to the local place. Like you would have seen it in Rome. You can go to some restaurants where it's all just Americans.
Yeah, just tourists all around.
Or you can go to a restaurant if you're lucky and you're like, oh, I'm sitting with Italians, I must be in the right place, not the tourist
Yeah, maybe you're right,
recommendation.
actually. I should try that.
Yeah. And tell me, what's the, I don't know, coolest place you've been or most interesting?
Something that I really liked, yeah?
Yeah.
Recently I went to Cuba and it was amazing. I really, really liked it.
Cuba, that's really interesting because it's kind of a strange country, right? It was Americans weren't allowed to go there for so long. They've got
Yeah.
this reputation for the politics, but it's not very developed for tourists, right? So it must be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's not, and that's what's interesting actually, because it's not easy to get internet even there, you know.
No internet yet.
Yeah, yeah. There is internet, but it's kind of difficult.
Slow and stuff.
Yeah, very interesting.
But I like
Completely
having
different.
a break from the internet. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I liked it, but not all people can handle it. Can you?
No. Yeah, I can handle it. I like to
Good.
unplug sometimes, and then you feel how relaxing it is when you're not checking your phone all the time.
Yeah, right. I do it sometimes as well, and I really liked it.
But tell me, like, what's the cool stuff about Cuba? What did you really like about it?
Everything. I just liked everything. The nature was amazing, very beautiful,
Palm
and the
trees,
people.
beaches.
Yeah, the main thing was actually the people, because they're very, very friendly and very
Okay.
different, and it was very peaceful there and safe, and everything was wonderful. Actually, yeah, you have to.
People are often the most important thing, yeah? Because if they're rude or if there are too many tourists, then it just can destroy the holiday, right? But
Sure.
you said they're very, very friendly, so you felt
Very.
good there.
Yeah, you're right. I felt very good there.
Very nice.
Excelente. You know, holidays are something that bring out a lot of emotions, you know, just compared to her telling you about, I don't know, her day at work, compared with a recent holiday. So it's an area that you want to explore and you want to find out what she felt during that period so that she can kind of relive it and start feeling good again in that moment with you as she tells you about it. Plus, it's keeping the attention on her rather than just cutting her off and talking about something else.
And what about you? Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I do like travel. I don't like it as much as I did because when I was younger I would go away for months at a time and just go to different countries and you know, come back home and then 2 weeks later go away again. Now I'm more settled and I like spending time at home, but I would say like every month I like to go somewhere. And I spend a lot of time in Barcelona. I've got a nice place there, it's by the sea, and have it all, you know, nicely set up with big television and PlayStation and stuff, so it's really cool.
Oh, really? PlayStation, you said?
Yeah,
You play often?
yeah, kind of.
Oh, really? I think games are just a waste of time. Don't you think so?
Well, look, I kind of get what you mean because it's, you know, some people might say it's immature or something, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit different nowadays because older people play, and even in this TV show, House of Cards, he's the president, but he plays games. It's quite funny, but
Yeah, so
I won't try and convince you that it does good stuff for your brain and your reflexes and kind of memorizing maps and things,
Okay.
but specifically for me, the way I work in my business is I need to have just a few big ideas, you know, every now and again. So I'm not sitting there all day doing repetitive stuff. I need to be creative and think of something powerful. And when I'm playing a game, I'm not 100% in there at all. I'm kind of detached and I'm coming up with ideas. So it's something that actually is not, you know, I'm sitting there playing a game. I'm actually having these big ideas, just like you might if you're in the bath, you know, and you think, oh, that's good, you know, like this. And something I also do is if I'm playing something that doesn't need audio, you know, where it's not really important, like a racing game or sports, then I listen to audiobooks.
Oh,
And actually, I remember a few years ago I studied Chinese, and I would be able to sit for hours just listening to the Chinese because I was playing the game, so I didn't get bored. Because if you're just listening to language learning, you can't do it for long, right?
yeah,
So
it's
it really helped
tiring.
me, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
maybe.
so bad. And there's some girl games I'm going to let you try. There's one called Flower where you control, I don't know, growing flowers and flying
really?
around and stuff, yeah.
Okay, maybe I would give it a try then.
Brilliant. But do you know why this works?
It's because women find it very attractive when a guy shows his intelligence. All women want a guy that's more intelligent than them, and it's very cool if you can persuade her to your point of view. So anytime you can do this, anytime you've got the facts at hand or a strong argument, you can persuade her. It's actually really attractive and sexy, so do it. And what about you? Do you have any like guilty pleasures? Watch some really dumb TV shows, like reality stuff or something?
Well, let me think. Definitely not TV shows, because I never watch TV actually.
Never?
Never. I don't like it.
You don't have a television?
Only movies. I have television, but only for movies and stuff. And I need to tell you that one guilty pleasure I used to have was smoking, actually, but I managed to give up. And
are you sure you're not going to start again?
No, now
if I had a cigarette now and say, come on,
no,
smoke.
thank you. No, I gave up, so
That's
no
good.
more. And I think nothing else, basically. And what
Alright.
about you?
Actually, people are often surprised when I tell them I've never tried a cigarette.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never
Not
smoked them.
once.
No, I smoked other things, but never a cigarette.
Okay.
Strange, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
And in general, no, I think I'm quite, nothing too bad, you know, not a crazy alcoholic or addicted to anything
That's
that I
good.
shouldn't be addicted to. So, no, it's not too bad. And let me ask something that's a little bit, for me it's interesting, right? So indulge me here.
Okay, go
what
on.
are your bad habits? Like, what are some bad qualities?
Like that. I think I can't really trust people well, so
Well,
sometimes...
you know you can trust me.
No, I
Of course
don't
you
know.
can.
Sometimes I can seem a little bit unfriendly with people I don't know.
Ah.
So maybe that's a bad point about me. And also I'm crazy about being on time everywhere. So sometimes I'm panicking when I'm running late and can be really angry or something like that.
That might be a problem.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
You're always late.
I'm never late, but I
Don't
arrive.
tell me that.
I arrive like 3 seconds before.
Before.
Always
You're
before.
sure not after?
I'm late if it doesn't matter, but if it matters, like a flight or a train or when people are waiting, I'm not late. But if it doesn't really matter, if we kind of say, oh, around that time, then I wouldn't. And getting to the airport, yeah, not hours before. Hate it. So that might be a problem.
Yeah, that might be a problem actually, because I like to come in advance. Don't know what to do now. I can try it your way, because actually I end up wasting hours just sitting there and
if
waiting.
in the future, right, this is our first date, but if in the future we go somewhere,
Okay.
you can just go to the airport like 5 hours before, do whatever you want,
I'll meet you there.
and I'll just come later and meet you on the plane.
Okay, that sounds funny.
All right. And tell me, do you believe in fortune tellers and horoscopes telling the future? and
Oh,
all this
well,
stuff?
not really.
Me too. I thought it was complete rubbish.
Yeah.
Yes, but one time I went to the seaside in England, and there was this sign that said gypsy fortune teller, come in, and I thought, why not? I'm going to try it.
Really?
She came in. Yeah. I'll tell you what happened. First thing, I came in and she took my hands and she looked at them and said, no, that's not it. And threw my
Whoa.
hands down like that. And then she said, with you, I need something different. And she came like this, and she touched my ear, looked into my eyes, and she told me that by the bumps on the back of the ear,
Really?
yeah, she could tell me about my past life.
Oh,
Yeah, do you want to
Well-
know about my past life?
okay.
So she said that I was a knight and that I was brave and whatever, told me some details. But she said that I died when I was tarred and feathered. Do you know what that is? When they pour that
yeah.
stuff, onion and feathers, and then set you on fire.
Very bad.
So, pretty bad. It's tough to die like
Right.
that today. But the amazing thing is, even now, and since as long as I remember when I was a child, I hate this smell of tar when they're making the the new roads or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's pretty
So I think
weird.
there's something in it, so maybe I believe it.
Maybe. I don't know about that, but it sounds funny.
This is a classic
PUA, pickup artist routine from Baxter, and it works, you know, to an extent, but again, it's a routine. So you can prepare all this stuff for when you go out and meet girls, but it's much better to develop your natural conversation and seduction skills, which is why you're here, right? But still, I hope you enjoyed it, and you could use it, or you could even use it just for fun, even telling them what it is.
Did you like going out to bars, partying, all that stuff?
Actually, no, I don't really like it because people are just drinking there, and I don't really like to drink.
Like us?
No,
you don't like to drink? Cheers.
No,
Cheers
they
to that.
just cheers. I think they're just drinking a lot, and then they're crazy, dancing everywhere,
You
smoking.
mean like shots and
Yeah, all this.
hard
I don't
drinking.
really like that. Yeah, but sometimes I go with my friends when they make me go, basically.
You like
Yes.
dancing? Can you dance?
I really can dance when I feel like dancing, but it doesn't happen often. That's why I don't go.
So, do I believe you? Yeah. So if I caught you in the club, you wouldn't be dancing on the bar or the table.
No, nothing like that. Never.
You're controlled.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
very, very self-controlled.
But you're single at the moment. You
Yes,
don't
I
go
am.
to bars to meet men.
Really, I don't think it's a perfect place to meet someone nice.
What do you do then? Internet?
No, internet, I don't believe in that. I think
Okay.
that it's better just to live your life, to work and go to the parks, wherever you go, and then one day you will meet someone when it's time.
That's very romantic. So you believe in fate.
Yeah, I do.
So you're single at the moment, right?
Yes,
you haven't
I am.
got secret lovers and husbands all around the world or something?
No.
Okay. And how is it? Because I know some girls, they're never single. They just have relationships, split up into the next one.
Yeah, maybe. I quite like it. I think it's better to be single than with someone you don't like or something like that. That's why I really enjoy that. I have a lot of free time to develop my personality and to do something, read and do more work. So I like it.
What's your longest relationship?
It was about a year.
A year? I once met a girl who said 2 weeks to that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Don't you
Amazing,
think
right?
so?
Yeah, very strange.
What about you?
My longest was my first relationship, 2.5 years.
Oh, that's quite long.
Yeah. But how long have you been single this time?
It's about 3 months now.
3 months. If you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why did you break up with your last man?
Oh, actually we broke up because he was useless in bed.
Oh, interesting. That's,
Yeah.
It's bad, I guess, for you.
Yeah, kind of.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
well, what about you then? Why are you
Me?
single?
Oh, well, I'm single. Why am I single? Well, I've had girlfriends, obviously. But for me, I think, it's important to be with the right girl. And
Okay.
so when I'm in a relationship, I like being very close to the person. I don't want to kind of pretend I'm playing golf or drinking with my friends or something and never come home and stuff. So
True.
it takes a long time to find someone that is compatible enough to spend that time with, to be close to share everything and whatever else. So
Right.
it's more kind of time to find the right person.
It's not that easy. I agree.
Oops. Well, a man needs to be sexual, doesn't he? Needs to be confident, doesn't he? And you've just kind of crumbled in the face of her bringing up the sexual subject. So not what you should do.
Oh, looks like the taxi's already here, but
Oh,
it was wonderful spending time with you, and we should do this again sometime soon.
yeah, I think so. I liked it.
All right, great. I'll think of something interesting to do. We can go, I don't know, play some sport or something like that, yeah?
I would love to. Great.
Okay,
You will
great.
message me then.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Correct? That's the right option. Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes